Hey guys, and welcome back to another Tacky time. We've gotten quite a few of these so far, and I did indeed make a video today, so very happy about that. I think, did we make one 3 times in a row? Maybe 2 times in a row. But anyway, not bad. Hopefully next week we will do 5 for 5. We'll do one all the weekdays. But some days there's not a lot, like today. We just have a bit of teasers for about 5 to 7 different groups. Excuse me. So, yeah, this video is just going to basically be me. Start to do this at the beginning of the video, more likely if I don't have a lot to talk about, because then it's easier to say everything. But today we will be covering teasers from groups like Infact, Uptension, Taeyeon, not a group, Fiction, and Lovelies. I keep calling them Lovelands because that's how I knew them. That's just how I thought their name was. But it's actually Lovelies. Yeah, I thought that was what their fans were called. What are their fans called? Because that seems like what you would call their fans, but then that's the name of the group, Lovelies. So, I don't know. I like calling them Lovelands, but obviously that's not right. So, anyway, now that I've become a true fan of them, still don't know all the members, but we can still talk about it. Anyway, we're starting with Infact. They've released their teaser for their new song that's going to be released this month. Alright, let me make some sound. While thinking it's too light, that's because, like every video, I had the brightness up too high. Sounds like a fun little song. Peace as well, dude. Peace as well. Next we have Uptension. Now, this is for Uptension's Japanese debut, I believe. But even though I would say that I'm big enough fan where I think Uptension's music is better than some other boy groups, or I like their songs, but I haven't really I don't watch a lot of performances and stuff with Uptension. Even though I don't know their names, I can recognize some of the members and I do like their songs. So I would say that Uptension is getting up there for me. They're one of the better groups these days, I think. So yeah, some groups I might not cover just because even if they're slightly more popular, they might be more like of a ballad song and stuff like that. But it's not like a group. Maybe it's just one person or like a duo, like Suzy and somebody else has one. I don't know if I will cover that on Tacky Time because I just don't think it really matches with the K-pop. This just kind of like, the yeah K-pop and stuff like that. Just all Korean music is K-pop. So yeah, but anyway, I usually try to cover all the boy groups and girl groups and some soloists, especially if they're from groups. But yeah, a few groups I might not cover just because they're really underrated. But usually I do cover the groups. But again, also this isn't actually a K-pop then because they're in Japan. But since I like them, that's what I was saying. Since it's not really even K-pop, but it's still music. That's the main thing. I could cover like K-dramas or reality TV shows of K-pop people or variety shows, but I don't really say anything about that a whole lot. I don't watch a lot of it. I'm kind of busy with other stuff, but also again it's not the music part. So in April we might be changing. I still might talk about K-pop, but there might be more stuff, including anime that I do like, but haven't really gotten like a good amount to kind of talk about. But both Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia are going to be coming back for their second seasons in April. So big fan of both of those. I'm not caught up to the newest chapter of both of those because it was just only released in Japan not quite long ago, but I'm caught up with the anime, so I should be good to go. And yeah, so you'll probably hear my great opinions on those that you totally care about. But anyway, I took too long. I know. I make the videos longer just because I rant. This would probably be like a 2 second, not 2 second. This would probably be the length of the video if I just had everything embedded in, playing while I was talking. That might be better to do, but then you couldn't hear it maybe. So anyway, here's the teaser for their Japanese debut. Of course, their dances is a big part of why I like them. I think they're really cool. With that, they do good in the dancing. So next, of course, Tan is releasing her first full album, and so her teasers, instead of being for one song, she had one song come out already, a pre-release, but all the other teasers are just basically clips that they all show kind of different stuff, as well as you get to hear a bit of each song. So here's the 7th one. I think it's called Fire, maybe. Just guessing. I mean, who knows? That one was fine. Didn't get to see a whole lot there. But in this one, you get to see Taeyeon herself. She's in most of them. She just happened to not be in the other one. I mean, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it happens. Will this be her biggest comeback yet? Maybe, maybe so. Actually, did she promote 11:11? That was kind of my favorite of hers so far, but I don't know that she promoted it. So maybe if she promoted that one, it would be bigger. I'm not sure. Anyway, next we have Viction. That they've released a teaser for one of the members, Jung Subin, or Sunbin, as well as some teaser images. They released some other teaser images, but I don't have them. We're only going to cover like some of them. Sorry, I couldn't. Anyway, their comeback will be on the 2nd of March. So anyway. These teasers are only for 3 of the members, Sejun, Seung-sik, and Seungwoo. So basically, I don't. The other members' teasers were released. I missed them, and I'm not going back to get them. And again, that's something where Viction's cool. I just I'm not a big enough fan to just go back and get all that stuff. It's just a bit too much. So, but we still have a bit. So basically, just to see how their teaser images would have looked like, because usually the teaser images are pretty similar for all the members. They all have a kind of style, and so you can kind of see that through these. So there's one more. So yeah, so that's all that. And then last but not least, Lovelyz. Still, I just don't want to say it that way. It doesn't sound right to me. Anyway, they will have their not debut. what am I saying? Their comeback sometime. I think we'll find out at the end of this teaser. So this is their music video teaser, I think. Maybe it's a teaser for their album as a whole. I'm not sure. But anyway, this one, it seems like it actually has them and not like the little paper things with their faces on it. So hopefully it's for the music video, because I want to see them in the music video, not little paper people. Yeah, it seems like it's for their music video, which would then be called Wow. Pull it back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Oh, it seems like they are still paper though. Interesting. At least those, it looks like actual paper instead of the weird old things from before. Cool. Then you see all of them. So there's how they were before. Oh. Okay, so this has the other ones as well, as you can see. I think that just looks, it looks a little creepy, you know? I don't really like it. So anyway, as you can see here, comes out then. So I have to look at it this way since it'll tail it backwards if I look at stuff. Anyway, it will be on the 26th. So that's in like, I think it's tomorrow. It was supposed to be the 27th, I think, but they took it back a day because, again, I think I mentioned this before the last video. The charts are changing, and so that means that music videos will be released at, I think, an earlier time, usually like an earlier day, because they're usually released at like midnight, so like right when the new day starts, but instead of that, they will be released at like 6 p.m. at night in Korea instead, so that will change a lot for the releases coming up, probably. At least the last ones in February, and then all the ones in March, you'll just probably see that the release date will be that. But a lot of the ones in February, they're having to change the release date because they didn't know that was going to happen. But I don't think you'll have anybody changing their release date in March, since everybody will know by then. But anyway, it's interesting to see that, and it'll make it a little bit harder for me to do reaction videos right on time, since it's in a bad time for me. I'm probably going to be busy at that time, but you know, that's how it is now. I liked it better where it was before, but it made it, there was some weird stuff. I don't want to go into it too much because it's a bit complicated for me. Anyway, that is all for today and this week. Should I start doing it on the weekends? Maybe, because the news piles up, and then on Monday we just have a lot to do. So maybe I should. I don't know if I will. But anyway, I'll at least see you next Monday, at the very least. So yeah. What time is it? It's go time. Bye now.